Let's talk about QuickBooks POS. And everybody talks about QuickBooks POS, but the question is it really worth it? Let's talk about that. So let me give you first a bird's eye view of QuickBooks POS, this point of sale system. And QuickBooks POS is a Windows-only POS system from the accounting software giant Intuit, right? So Intuit is known and trusted the world over for its popular and reliable finance software QuickBooks. So it's really understandable that the company will create its own POS system. And so one thing I want to say here is that QuickBooks POS is really great in terms of flexibility, but also scalability. So whether you're a small business or a large enterprise, you will find this tool very competitive and very compelling. And so first of all, it's worth pointing out that QuickBooks POS does things quite differently to its competitors, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on the needs of your business. For instance, while most other POS systems charge customers a monthly fee for their services, Square POS being a notable exception, Intuit has created instead a system whereby they have a one-time purchase fee for all its POS systems. So the smart thing about contactless POS systems like QuickBooks is that no contract means you will save on paying the typical early termination fee. I mean, this fee can go all the way to $1,000 in some cases. So this is something to really think about. So when you think about QuickBooks POS, I want you to think, as I said, I want you to think about scalability. I want you to think about efficiency. And but this POS is optimized for use with Microsoft Surface Pro 4, which is an interesting difference from other POS products, most of which center on Apple's iPad. You can use other Windows 10 tablets, but Intuit recommends the Surface Pro 4 as the most compatible hardware to use. And so geared mostly toward retail solutions, QuickBooks Point of Sale offers many of the basic features that a solid POS system offers. It is planned for ease of use. The Center Navigator section offers icons corresponding to the various functions and is divided into three sections. You have Point of Sale, you have Purchasing, and you have Employees. And this is really good in terms of the flexibility. We love that a lot. And you are able to get started ASAP. And so you can do inventory management, you can do employee management, you can do supply chain management, you can do restaurant management if you are in the food industry. You can do all kinds of. By the way, QuickBooks POS is actually adaptable to all industries, not just restaurant. So I just want to specify that to start with. I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of QuickBooks POS. And the pros first, you have a one-time fee instead of monthly payments. You have a 30-day free trial. You have a tool that integrates, of course, with other QuickBooks products. And this QuickBooks POS takes all payment types. You have real-time inventory updates. You have PCI and EMV compliance. That's really good. And different hardware colors are available. That's really fantastic in terms of flexibility. So we love that a lot. And what about the cons here? What about the drawbacks? Basically, it is expensive. QuickBooks POS, it is an expensive POS system. And there is a separate license needed for each device. Customer support is not free, so you have to pay extra for that. Think about it. So, you better have a strong budget to go with QuickBooks POS because they're charging you already on the hardware, they're charging you on the software, and they're charging you also on customer support. And this tool is Windows only. You'll probably understand that. And payment integrations are limited. So this is something to really think about. So now this setup could work out to your advantage in the long run. But unlike NCR Silver POS system, for instance, which offers free support, QuickBooks POS charges either $89.95 per month or $299.95 per year for customer support. So you got to really see what really works for you. And so if your employees are more comfortable working on an iPad POS or Android-based POS system, you're gonna have to decide because despite the fact that the QuickBooks website has an entry in the drop-down POS overview menu about how it is compatible with tablets, the company is now referring to Apple's iPad or the many Android tablets available. Instead, Intuit added support for the Microsoft Surface Pro 4, which technically is a tablet, of course, but not really what businesses are used to when considering tablet support options for their POS system. So it's one of those things where you have to see what really works for you, right? It's especially when it comes to the technological sort of setup. Arguably, the best feature for QuickBooks POS system is that it is compatible with Intuit's popular accounting software, QuickBooks. While other POS systems claim to integrate easily with QuickBooks, QuickBooks POS actually does, as you would expect, and the software easily syncs your data, saving you time and errors in the long run. Let me talk to you about the pricing here. So when you think about QuickBooks POS, what kind of pricing do you have? Well, as you can see on the screen, what you have on the screen here is actually the pricing for QuickBooks accounting software. But for the POS system, basically they have a different system. QuickBooks POS does things a bit differently by offering 3 different plans tailored to the needs of small, medium, and multi-store businesses. The basic plan actually allows you to ring up sales, take payments, track inventory, track customer data, and perform basic reporting, and is available for a one-time purchase of $1,200. $1,200. If this seems expensive, keep in mind that NCR Silver's basic plan costs $99 per month, or $11.88 per year. So that's pretty similar. Another thing to note when considering any QuickBooks POS plan is that the required hardware is sold separately and is not covered by the company's rather high one-time payment. Next up, you have the Pro plan, which includes all of the features of the basic plan, along with the ability to manage employees and payroll, offer layaway and gift cards, set up reward and loyalty programs for customers, and do advanced reporting. And this plan costs $1,700, and it is one of the one that Intuit recommends. Last up, you have the multi-store plan that includes all the features in the Pro plan, along with the ability to manage multiple stores, manage and transfer inventory, and perform advanced sales and inventory reporting between stores. This is the most expensive product at $1,900, but for most businesses that have more than one location, this plan is a requirement, and this plan is affordable. And in terms of pricing, Intuit does offer a free 30-day trial with all of its plans, and that's long enough time for you to see if QuickBooks POS is a good fit for your business. I mean, it's really good because they're not asking you to have a demo. They are giving you a free 30-day free trial, so you have the ability to actually test the product in a live environment, in a live business environment, and see how your business, how your team, how your operations really fare vis-a-vis QuickBooks POS system. Let's talk about the setup here. So when we think about QuickBooks POS setup, what are we thinking about? Well, if you are familiar with Windows, then you should have no trouble getting QuickBooks POS up and running. First, you have to download and install the software itself, which is compatible with all editions of Windows 10, Windows 8.1, Windows 7, as well as Windows Server 2008, 2011, 2012, and 2016. Intuit recommends at least 4 gigabytes of RAM for a single workstation, and that's for the installation, with at least a 2 gigahertz processor for a single user and a 2.8 gigahertz processor for multiple users. QuickBooks Pro is also optimized for screens with a resolution of 720p or higher. And if you plan on exporting your POS data to Microsoft Word or Excel, QuickBooks POS requires that at least Microsoft Word and Excel 2000 or higher be installed on your systems. Another point is to really sort of remember is that hardware such as pin pads and physical inventory scanners not purchased from Intuit may not be configured correctly to work with its software. On its website, the company stresses that it doesn't provide a hardware configuration, nor does it guarantee hardware purchased elsewhere will work with its software and services. So if you are a customer who is not sure if your hardware will work with QuickBooks POS, Intuit does provide a list of compatible hardware on its website as well as the full system requirements needed to utilize its POS system. So you have a lot of granularity there. Now, there are other features you need to know about. Intuit QuickBooks POS back office functionality is really comprehensive and offers most of the small business features that its competitors do. The inventory section, for example, can combine views for up to 25 stores. You can also follow more than one vendor for specific product types. You can easily print tags for any items that don't have their own UPC codes, so that's really good. The employee section is also fairly robust, allowing you to clock staff in and out lets you clock them in and out. It also lets you control a wide range of very specific permissions for the owner, manager, assistant manager, or associates. So that's really good. Now, Intuit QuickBooks Point of Sale doesn't really create automatic email campaigns, but you can send out customer emails by creating a list of matching customers. For example, those who purchased a certain class of product within the last 30 days and using the resulting list with a third-party email service such as Constant Contact. So that's really cool. What are the features here? When you think about QuickBooks POS, what kind of features should you be thinking about? Well, QuickBooks POS offers all the features you would expect from a premium POS system, such as the ability to accept credit and debit cards, including EMV cards, as well as cash and checks for payments. Sales can be rung up using a barcode scanner, and the system also allows you to offer discounts and add customer information for better personalization. So that's really good. And so when we talk about the features, you have inventory management, you have a business, you also have business adaptation. So inventory management is well implemented, and the system keeps all of your inventory organized and up to date by adjusting and updating with every sale or return. And QuickBooks POS can track which of your items are selling and which are not, so that you adjust your inventory accordingly. If an item is about to sell out, the system will notify you, and can even generate a purchase order automatically if you have subscribed to either the Pro or Multi-Store plan. And business owners with a Pro version of QuickBooks POS will also be able to manage their employees. So the system can track employee hours and commissions with the ability to send this data to QuickBooks or other accounts software to help simplify the payroll management process. You can also customize access to certain functions of the software based on an employee status. So everything revolves around employee status, but also employee availability. QuickBooks POS includes extensive reporting options, and the software will provide you with reports on the best and worst selling items, sales over time, payment method summaries, common returns, busiest times, and more. And every report gives you the ability to drill down for more detail on each individual sale made. So that's really good in terms of flexibility. We love that a lot. But for businesses that would prefer to use either an iPhone or iPad to conduct sales, you are in luck, as version 12.0 included a new app which allows you to make sales and track stock from Apple's devices. However, you will need to have a Go Payments card reader to make sales on those devices. But with QuickBooks POS, you do have robust support. Okay, and Intuit has a robust set of online support services, including articles, setup instructions, tutorials, and videos. There is also a support community section. There is a page dedicated to the point of sale desktop products. Phone support is available weekdays 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific, and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific. And this is kind of cool. And but overall, you have a great tool here. What about the competition here? So when you think about the QuickBooks POS, what kind of competition should you be contemplating? Well, there are a number of great POS systems out there. So if QuickBooks POS is a bit too much in terms of an initial investment, you might be better off with Square or Shopify POS. And while Square's prices may be higher than other credit card processing companies, there are no overhead costs to deal with. And that's really cool, especially if you're a startup and you're trying to really restrict your budget. That's really good. And all retail and mobile customers get a Square reader for free. The company does not charge users a monthly fee, and there are no monthly minimums to be met, which makes the service a great fit for businesses that only occasionally need to process credit cards. If your business is more, let's say, e-commerce focused, then Shopify POS might be the right choice for you. And Shopify is well known in the e-commerce industry, and the company's POS system fully integrates with its other services. And Shopify POS is also on the cheaper side and even offers a light plan at just $9 a month. If you are already heavily invested in the QuickBooks ecosystem, then using Intuit's POS system makes a great deal of sense. But for those just looking to accept payments, there are a lot of cheaper alternatives out there, and we have covered those. Alternatives there. The bottom line here is that when we talk about the competition, you have to really go for QuickBooks if you can't find something better, because QuickBooks POS is designed for traditional brick and mortar retailers. It's very simple to use and provides all the features you need to run your store at an affordably fair price. So it could be a fit for a small franchise looking to automate ledger and payments. And so when we talk about the features that you can really avail yourself of, that you can't, if you can't find them elsewhere, it's just better that you stay with QuickBooks POS. For with QuickBooks POS, you can have payment processing, you can ring sales, you have inventory tracking, sales analysis, QuickBooks integration, and customer management. That's really fantastic. So what is our opinion here? Is QuickBooks POS really worth it? Is it legit? First of all, it is legit because this is a product by Intuit, which is, as you know, is a multi-billion-dollar company. So you can't get safer than that. So when we think about QuickBooks POS, this is a no-brainer for businesses that already rely on Intuit's financial software. However, for those that don't, the company's POS solution seems dated compared to other more modern cloud-based offerings. The service will likely improve over time, especially with Intuit's full backend behind it. But as of now, it is hard to recommend, and the high upfront costs are enough to turn away small businesses looking to accept card payments. And so it's really, think about it: $1,200, $1,200, $1,500, $1,800. That's per month. Okay. So, but the bottom line is, if you are already using QuickBooks, then it might make sense. With great features and a huge partner ecosystem, this is a good standalone POS solution too. So if you're part of the QuickBooks ecosystem of financial packages, then using a POS system associated with that ecosystem could make things much easier for you. So this is what it is. And what I want to say also is that remember that you always have the 30-day free trial. That's really cool because you have the ability to test out the product and really see what really happens, if it works for you or it doesn't work for you. That should be the most important element. But if you want to, let's say you want to create email campaigns, you want to have a customer facing user interface, you want to have mobile options, those you don't have those stuff, you don't have those things within QuickBooks POS. This could be a bummer for some people, especially if they are trying to run, let's say, a hybrid online / offline operation, and they're trying to really integrate everything. If they go through QuickBooks POS, they're not going to have the level of integration that they would want to have. So this again could be problematic for some people, depending upon the configuration you want for your business in the first place. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about QuickBooks POS, and this was a review of the tool. I give you a bird's eye view, the pros and cons, the pricing, the setup, the features, the competition, and our opinion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.